So I tuned in to Zigo Sport to watch the UEFA Europa League draw. And here we go. We've got Karabag facing off against Besiktas. The next draw, we have WSG Tirol, and they will face off against Olympique Lyon. The third draw, we have Olympiacos, and they face off against Ajax. And in the fourth draw, we have PAOK Saloniki facing off against Frankfurt. And on the other side of the bracket, FC Twente gets drawn against Rangers FC. And in the next draw, we have Midgetland facing off against Dynamo Kiev. And in the third draw, we have OGC Nice, and they will face off against RSC Anderlecht. And in the last draw of the Europa League playoff round, we have AZ Alkmaar, and they get drawn against Real Sociedad. And there we have our playoff round for the Europa League. And heading into the quarterfinal of the Oranje Beker, we face off against FC Utrecht. And this is of course going to be another intense match. And Van Wolfswinkel getting us kicked off, and Karo passing it to Van Roy. Bruns kicking it in. Van Wolfswinkel settling it down and passing it to Karo, and Karo now. I'm going to try to get past this defender. I managed to get past one, past the second. Unable to get past Anderson. With Sadalek finding the ball and passing it back to myself. Fake shot. And I'm having a left-footed shot, but Barca's there with the save. And Unerstal kicking it in. And Karo now on the ball, finding Vlap. And Karo now finding Van Wolfswinkel. Van Wolfswinkel passing back to Karo, and Karo now on the ball. And I take a big touch here, and I get brought down for a penalty. And the card is given, and Denis Karo's clapping there like an absolute prick. A stonewall penalty, if you ask me. And who else will take this penalty besides the man of the month, the man of the year, Denis Karo. We have yet to miss a penalty in our career. And I'm just going to hammer this into the top right corner. And the keeper can only sit there and watch it like an absolute bozo. And FC Twente now up 1-0. And a beautiful penalty by Denis Karo. And FC Twente now in the driving seat. Well on our way to the semi-final. And now we just gotta keep our composure and remain calm. Just before the first half ends, we find ourselves up 1-0 in the quarterfinal of the cup. And Jensen passing the ball to El Karouani. And Karouani finding Jensen, who threads the ball through to Mid, and Mid is gonna bury this into the back of the net immediately after we buried our penalty. And we find ourselves in serious trouble now. We just threw away our lead immediately after getting it. We were smooth sailing. We were well on our way to the semifinal. But now we find ourselves level 1-1 in the quarterfinal of the Oranje Beker. And here's Rotz passing the ball to Denis Karo. And Karo passing it to Sadilek. And Karo with a brilliant ball roll. And a cut-in, but getting stopped by Van der Horn. And the first half will end 1-1. Both sides managing to score. And to begin the second half, Min kicks the ball to Jensen, who finds Anderson, and Jensen on the ball once again. And Booth on the ball. Jensen taking the ball forward, passing it. And Bruns is there with the stop, and Eiting now on the ball. Passing the ball to Van Wolfswinkel, who passes to Karo, and Karo now on the ball, having a long shot. And Barca's with a great save, but Karo with a great shot. And you see Denis Karo making a run over there at the top of the box. But a pointless run indeed. And Jensen clearing the ball out. And Sadilek passing the ball to Karo. And Karo now on the ball. And Karo cutting in, having a shot. But Barca's there with another save. And Rod's passing the ball to Karo, who's on his left foot now, having a shot. But Barca's with another save. And Salah Eddin passing to Sadilek, who passes to Vlop. And Karo now on the ball. And Denis Karo still on the ball. Cutting in. Beautiful bit of skill by Karo. And Karo passing to Van Wolfswinkel, who has a shot. And Min on the ball. Passing the ball to Booth. And Booth taking the ball to goal. And Min with the shot, but Unerstal is there with the save. And Unerstal throwing the ball to Denis Karo. And Karo passing to Salah Eddin, who finds Vlop. And Karo now on the ball, passing it to Van Wolfswinkel. And Karo making a run. A brilliant run by Karo. And Karo now on the ball, passing to Van Wolfswinkel, who has a weak shot. And Barca's just holding the ball and rolling it to Van der Horn. And in the 88th minute, it looks like we will be going to extra time. Unless Utrecht has something to say about it. But Bruin's there to stop Min's lobbed pass. And Eiting passing the ball to Ross. And Ross finding Van Wolfswinkel. And Van Wolfswinkel laying it off for Karo. And Karo now on the ball. And Karo with a brilliant bit of skill. And Karo having a shot. And into the back of the net it goes. Denis Karo scoring at the last minute of the match. And that will surely punch our ticket into the semi-final of the Oranje Beker. And Karo just picking the side of the net, hammering the ball into the post and into the back of the net it goes. And we are on our way to the semi-final of the Oranje Beker. Courtesy of a Denis Karo brace, brilliant teamwork, and a can-do attitude. And with that victory, we find ourselves walking into the semi-final of the Oranje Beker. Other results in this tournament include PEC Zwolle winning 1-0 over Heracles, Feyenoord winning 3-2 over RKC Waalwijk, and NEC Nijmegen winning 1-0 over Willem II. And we find ourselves in match week 22 of the Eredivisie, where we host Heracles. And of course, we're gonna look to win this match and continue to mount pressure at the top of the table. We are just one win away from being joint top in the table, and we need to continue to apply pressure to PSV. And Van Wolfswinkel threading the ball through to Rots, and Rots having a shot. But De Keyser is there with the save. And here's Karo now about to swing in the corner. And Karo crossing it in, but no one there on the other end. And Eiting passing to Sadilek, who finds Denis Karo. And Karo now cutting in, having a shot. But De Keyser with another save. And FC Twente with another corner. And just look at Karo's shot getting swatted away by De Keyser. And here's Karo now swinging the corner in. No one able to get on the end of it, but Karo now once again on the ball, cutting it with a brilliant bit of skill. And Karo still on the ball. Back and forth he goes. Karo with a rainbow flick and a shot, but De Keyser there with another save. And why did he have to save that? That really could have been goal of the century. And Eiting crossing it in. Bruns on the ball, finding Karo, and Karo with a hammering shot from outside the box. And Van Roy with a brilliant stop, passing it to Karo, who finds Sadilek. And Karo on the ball now, passing it back to Sadilek. Sadilek finding Karo, and Karo now having a long shot. But De Keyser with another save. And Karo once again on the ball with a bit of a shimmy. And Karo with a ball roll now. And Karo through on goal. And Karo unable to get the shot off. And Hilgers heading the ball over to Karo. And Karo losing out on the ball. And the first half will end 0-0. And to begin the second half, we have Van Wolfswinkel kicking the ball to Karo. And Sano passing the ball straight to Hilgers. And Van Wolfswinkel now finding himself on the ball. And Van Wolfswinkel doing well to keep the ball. And Van Roy passing it to Karo, who passes to Van Wolfswinkel. And Van Wolfswinkel now passing it to Karo, and Karo passing it to Sadalek. Sadalek back to Karo, and Karo putting it into the back of the net. A fantastic goal. Great teamwork there. And Karo giving a combo to that corner flag and a big right hook. And a brilliant bit of teamwork here. Passing the ball back and forth, and Karo ultimately putting the ball into the back of the net, and we find ourselves up 1-0. And a shot easily saved by Unerstal, who passes to Hilgers, and Hilgers finding Karo, who's back in the defensive side, and Sadalek now on the ball passing it to Vlop, and Vlop finding Sadalek, who finds Karo. And now I'm on the ball, and I shield that poor bastard off the ball, and I have a shot! And De Keyser there with a great save. Zambarek now on the ball. Getting the ball to Hornkamp, who gets stopped by Hilgers. And Van Roy passing it back to Hornkamp. And now Zambarek on the ball having a shot, but Unerstal is there with another save. And Karo calling for the ball. And I'm just going to keep the composure for our team. And I'm going to pass it over to my boy Kuipers. And Kuipers going to pass it back to me. And I'm going to pass it to Vlop. And Vlop's going to find Kuipers. And Kuipers going to find me. And now I'm on the ball. And I hammer the ball over to Rotz. And Van Roy doing well. Eiting there. And I'm making a great run. Come on, Rotz, pass the ball, pass the ball, pass the ball, pass the ball. And Karo now on the ball. And I'm going to have a shot right here. And I'm going to put it into the back of the net. And there I go, scoring another goal. And heading back to that corner flag to stomp it out one more time after I gave it that right hook earlier. And look at that goal. I had the pass there, but no. When Denis Karo was in the box, my man is going to take a shot. And now we find ourselves up 2-0 in this very, very important match. And we will surely collect the 3 points from here. And Zambarek on the ball trying to make something happen, but Karo's there to stop him. And Zambarek passing to Hornykamp. And Hornykamp trying to get through our defense. But the match will end there. And we will collect the 3 points in this fantastic 2-0 victory against Heracles. And with that victory, we collect another 3 points and we remain in second place in the league. We have 48 points after 22 matches played, 13 wins, 9 draws, 0 losses. And we sit just 3 points behind league leaders PSV, who have 51 points. And that is the perfect spot to end today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy the content. This has been Dennis from Clowney Wall Gaming, and I will see you next time.